One of the most common things we do after teaching a course is adding volunteers. And of course, without adding volunteers, we wouldn't go anywhere because it's the volunteers that teach our courses, and that's what's most important. And thank you for joining our podcast, and thank you for all your volunteers. So how do we go about doing that, adding a volunteer? Well, the first thing we have to talk about, what are the sources of them? They come from our courses when we play the video and people are interested, and there's handouts that come in each box of materials to hand out. And also there's advertisements that are put on social media and other places. And most of the people that we identify as prospective volunteers come in on the dashboard called prospects. But when someone does approach you and say they'd like to be a volunteer or they filled out one of the cards, please make sure you give them this simple web address to go to so they can enter their information and get a volunteer number assigned. And it's really the first step in everything, because then they're on the portal and we can start dealing with them. And it's www.aarp.org/volunteer now. Just remember volunteer now and aarp.org, and you'll be fine. That's the one thing you have to remember. And then as far as what do we do in the back office, you might ask. Well, the volunteers, there's a wealth of information on the portal for volunteers. And I know what you're thinking. It's hard to find, but here it is. You go to the Files tab. You click on Libraries, which is over to the left. It will open up a screen in the middle, and you'll see Driver Safety. And you click on that Driver Safety, and then you cursor down a little bit, and you'll see Chief Trainer Meeting Files and Documents. And then below that, you click on that, you'll see New York Onboarding Documents. And you'll see a whole list of documents, but one I would focus you on is that administrative toolkit, which has everything you need to understand how to onboard a volunteer. If you're a trainer or if you're a senior instructor and you want to take them under your wing, and that's really what we need to do with new people. Remember that certainly people helped us when we were starting. And in that, there's a form you can download and pay 3 pages of information, which gives you the steps to follow and the various things to do. And also in the same list of files that this one is, are all these other files that you refer to. There's form letters to send, and there's the application that they need to fill out for New York State, and on and on. So that makes it very easy to understand and how to bring on a new volunteer when all the tools are right there for you. Thank you for joining our podcast today. We hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions or comments, please text us at 518-952-2216. We'll respond to you. Please subscribe to the podcast so you get updates when we add new information.